Hey, what's up everyone? This is Ete with another episode of Eco Lawn Science. Today I want to talk a little bit about equipment. And this is going to be a little more for homeowners, but I just want to, there's so many different spreaders out there. There's push spreaders, there's broadcast, there's drop spreaders, there's chest pack spreaders, there's hand spreaders, there's riding machine spreaders, there's hook-on sprayers. There's just so many different applications and ways to make an application. It could be very confusing. So I just want to share a couple insights, a little tips on it that I've learned from doing, thousands of lawns a year for the last for the last decade. I think for the little lawns, like if I had a lawn that was 1,500 square feet or less, so very small, my equipment of choice would literally be a hand spreader. Those are the green ones that you hold in your hand. There's just usually a 1 to 5 number setting, and you pour the fertilizer in it. They may hold, I don't know, I'm not sure how many pounds they hold, to be honest, 3, 4, 5 pounds maybe at the most. And you just walk across your lawn, and I just think they're great. We use them a lot for like cutting in. So if people have driveways, patios, trampolines, that kind of thing, we'll grab those and work around them because they're very great at landing the fertilizer where you want it, not getting it on the tramp or on the sidewalk, which is important. But if I had a small lawn, 1,000, 1,500 square feet, I would literally just use that. It's a very minimal footprint. There's no repairs, and they're so cheap. You can buy them. In fact, Walmart sells one for $5, and I have bought in all the brands because I love them and I just test them out all the time, and they're just great. And I mean, you figure if you get a year or two out of it, it's $5. Just go buy another one. Very low maintenance. There's no maintenance. You just your application, you put it back on the shelf. There's no wheels. It doesn't take up any space. Scott sells them for $15 to $18, and I actually like the $5 Walmart one better. They seem to last longer. The Scott's one, sometimes the propellers can get loose and the granules get jammed below it. So that's what I would do. If I had a lawn 2,000 up to 5,000 or 6,000 square feet, most people will use those little Scott's push spreaders for $50 to $100. I actually wouldn't. I would use the Chapin, Chapin. Chapin or Chapin, actually, I should know how to say it. I've been using it for years, but I would use their chest pack. There's the Chapin one, and there's also a Solo, Solo. I think they're out of the East Coast in Georgia. They make a chest spreader, and these things can hold around 20 pounds. So if you've got a 5,000 square foot lawn, awesome. These things rock. They've got a big opening on the top. You just quickly unscrew it. You pour your fertilizer in it. These things are about $60, anywhere from 50 to 70, and they're smooth. The application's fantastic. Again, no wheels, no maintenance. You literally put it on the shelf, and it's super. You can be up and running in just a second. I mean, there's a right crank on the right side. There's a right handle crank, and you literally pour your fertilizer. You grab this strap, and so it sits on your chest, and then the strap just goes around your shoulders, and it just hooks in. It's not like a latch. It's really simple to off and on. It can hold, I think, about 20 pounds. And so if you've got a 5, 6, even up to an 8,000 square foot lawn, these are the way to go, in my opinion. I just love these things. Now, if you had a bigger one and you wanted to stay in that chest pack, no wheels, no pushing kind of place, I would actually go, there's an Earthway makes a spreader. I can't remember the model number off the top of my head, but it's a red spreader, and it holds about 40 pounds. So it's just like the chest pack. It is a chest pack, but it's much bigger. I think it's 40 pounds. Don't hold me on that one. But it's just bigger than the Solo or the Chapin ones. And the Earthways are great. You put it on, same thing. You just hook it on. It just holds a lot more. So if you do have a 10, even a 12,000 square foot lawn, that's a great tool. Low maintenance, no wheels, no repairing. You put it up on the shelf again. Really great. If I had anything over that, so let's say we get to 12, 15,000 plus up to an acre really. I'm going to go with a push spreader. So real wheels, bigger hopper, 50, 80 pound hopper. I'm not going to get one of those $100 or $150 Scott's ones that you always see people selling and getting rid of for $5. I'm actually going to spend a little more bucks, and I'm going to grab something like there's a brand called Spiker, and they make a smaller one that it's still for commercial, so companies use it, but it would be good for homeowners because you're about $350. Beefier tires, the Scott's push ones are just these little plastic tires. We're talking real tires, open and close hopper, deflector so you can stop fertilizer from coming out of one side. Just a great little tool. A little more maintenance. You got to tighten up the bolts, every bit from the wear and tear. But again, that's using them commercially. At home, you probably would maybe once a year, grease the joints, and that's it. You could fit a whole bag of fertilizer in this, and you could go. But they're not as big. There are bigger spreaders, like the Spiker makes an 80-pound and even bigger, and even Lesco makes bigger. And those are good. Let's say you're 20,000. But generally for me, I'm doing a lot of ums today. I apologize. I'm catching them. For me, as a business, when I get that big, 15,000, I usually like to go with a riding machine, which a homeowner's not going to use. There's Permagreens, there's Z sprays, there's Toros, and they're going to be about $10,000. But they're great for business. So anyway, just some quick tips, because I know I always see those dinky little push spreaders with the plastic wheels in the trash or on eBay for $3, and I just don't do it. Go with the ones I've recommended, and I think you're going to be pretty happy. So I use all of those, by the way, in our tool arsenal with the company. So anyway, hope that helps. There's a little equipment for granular fertilizer. Have a good one.